My story starts in many places. As a 7-year-old boy in a disused airfield hangar looking at an old cargo plane, the desire to fly an aeroplane was first birthed in me. At 12 years old, sitting in my mother's warm, cozy, and busy kitchen, studying diligently for grade 6 exams, this was my first conscious effort to set a smart goal, which was to achieve the number one position in year-end exams by studying and revising everything, as weird as it seemed to everyone else. As an enthusiastic article clerk in training to be a chartered accountant, I encountered the inadequate pension payouts people receive, this despite making contributions their entire working lives. I realized then that pension payouts alone are not sufficient and need supplementing. At 28 years old, as an arrogant chartered accountant and general manager of a motor dealership, I had broken what couldn't be broken. Within 3 months of taking over the business, my CEO came to visit me, and what followed was a gut-wrenching and sickening conversation with him. My near-death experience had arrived. He read me the right act and gave me two options. Option one, he said to me, return to head office and continue as an accountant. Option two is fix the business, and in order to fix the business, commit to a personal coach and attend performance groups. I will always remember the first day with the coach. The first thing he asked me was, George, tell me your goals. This was my first exploration into my inner world, the first glimpses of the vast potential within me and the power to change my circumstances by changing myself. This was my introduction to goals and goal setting. My life changed completely. Goals, goal setting, coaching. I decided then that one day I will be just like the coach. So I developed myself to become a coach. And over the years, I coached many others in increasing numbers. I had fixed the dealership. And over the following years, I obtained various other corporate achievements. At 31 years old, I won the Success Motivation International World Client of the Year Award, and I was recognized in front of a global audience at a 5-star event in the magnificent island of Hawaii, a goal that I had set for myself years back when I first dealt with the coach. In that same year, I became an international faculty member at the Haggai Leadership Institute based in Hawaii, and I've had the privilege of training hundreds of leaders at an international level for years since then. One of the most outstanding and powerful things that I learned from the coach is a definition of success. He said to me, success is the progressive realization of a worthwhile, personally predetermined goal. It's progressive, means it's happening all the time. It's personal, it's your choice. You determine what success is to you, but you got to have a goal. But how do you get goals? Well, look at the results that you're getting in your life. How do those results come about? They are a result of your behaviors and actions. And where do those stem from? Well, they stem from the attitudes that you hold about life. And attitudes are simply habits of thought. Where do habits of thought come from? Well, they come from your concept of self. You are conditioned to be who you are. Call it your self-image. That's a result of conditioning. Parents, teachers, the environment, the experiences that you've had up to now, all of these have worked over time to condition you, to create your concept of the self. However, you have the power, the ability to change your image of you, your self-image. And the coach said to me, do you know how to do that, George? You do that by affirmations. You need to talk to yourself. You need to get up every day and say, I am successful. You need to believe it. And then you need to see yourself as successful. You need to visualize. And he showed me, whatever goal you have, I wanted to be a pilot. He said to me, do you know what it feels like to be a pilot? What does it look like? Can you close your eyes and see it? I could not, but he showed me and he taught me how to visualize and how to say to myself, I am a pilot and I enjoy the freedom of the skies. You see, you can change your conditioning, your image of yourself, make it robust, make it vibrant, make it alive. And when you do that, then you change your attitude. As a result of that, you begin to think differently. Your habits of thought change. Your beliefs change. Your values change. Everything about you is now robust and empowered and strong and vibrant. Completely different habits of thought will result in new ways of acting, new behaviors. And when you have new behaviors, your results change completely. That's how you change your results. That's how you achieve your goals. That's how you create success in your own life. As your personal trainer and coach, it will be my privilege to walk the journey of success with you. One of my earlier goals with the coach was to learn how to master my own brain. At age 35, after studying to be an NLP practitioner, that's neuro-linguistic programming, I had learned the science of running my own brain. So true to my new philosophy of life, I wanted to be the best. I became a master practitioner in NLP, and then I became a certified coach. At last, my efforts to achieve my big goal to inspire others were finally rooted in an accredited methodology. At the age 40, I discovered the classic 1908 writings of Wallace Wattles, the book he called The Science of Getting Rich. I grasped and internalized the truth that I had a right to be rich. I had the right to have the free and unrestricted use of all the things that may be useful to my fullest mental, spiritual, and physical unfolding. Wow. I accepted the truth that the purpose of nature is the advancement and development of life, that I should have all that can contribute to the power, elegance, beauty, and richness of my life. I proposed to live all the life I was capable of living, to always push the boundaries of performance in my own life, and to show others how to do the same. That same year, I obtained my private pilot license and achieved a dream, the dream I had set when I was 7 years old. I could fly a plane. I was free. The achievement of this pilot goal showed me many scientific parallels between the principles of flight and the principles of personal growth, which are: believe you can fly, have a goal, have a destination, have a well-planned flight path, have a secondary plan if you need to divert to a different route, communicate your goal, carry out a pre-flight check if you are a pilot. In other words, be aware of where you are in your life before you move forward. Get on the runway and get moving. Apply full power to gain momentum and generate lift. Just as in life, if you need to move forward with your goals, you have to put in some effort. Rotate and climb. A time will come when you lift up and lift off. As a pilot, during flight, always maintain your flight checks. In life, always continually assess where you are. Ensure that you always headed towards your goal. Maintain straight and level in flight, just the same as life. Sometimes everything is nice and easy, but do not forget to look forward towards your goal. Deal with diverse conditions. In flight, the weather may change. In life, and that's life, circumstances may come upon you, but deal with them and always head back towards your goal. At the age 42, in assessing my quest to create my own personal wealth fund and not have to rely on a pension fund, and realizing that my property portfolio wasn't growing at the rate I wanted it to. And so I started an intense exploration of how to participate in the global financial markets as an ordinary working person. I came across the world of foreign currency trading. I was excited. I was enthused. I wanted to master it. I wanted to be the best at it. My enthusiasm wasn't dampened by the money I lost taking up rather useless courses marketed by well-oiled training companies. I persisted. I continued learning. And 3 years later, I had developed my own unique trading methodology where I rely on my ability to analyze price action in the market and execute my trades. Then I realized after 18 months of successful trading, but staring at my trading screens daily, that I wanted more out of life, that I was no longer living my purpose of pushing the boundaries in my own life. So I developed an approach that allowed me to build my own wealth fund by trading not more than 2 hours on average in the evenings while doing my daily job, pursuing my dual purpose of personal and organizational development, pushing the boundaries of performance in my own life and inspiring others to do the same. As years unfolded, every single goal I'd written with the coach, I was realizing. At age 44, I published a doctoral research paper. I had completed and fulfilled the goal to achieve academic excellence in my chosen field of leadership, of understanding the phenomena of effective strategic leaders. Along the way, I continued achieving all my goals. Bungee jumping, having great fun, pushing the boundaries of performance. 2 years later, my wife and I summited Mount Kilimanjaro and stood at the top of not just Africa, but the world's highest freestanding mountain. What beauty! Every one of us has inner worlds to explore, mountains to conquer, climb and summit. Our physical summit of Kilimanjaro was indicative of achievement of many other peaks in my life, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. It was during that 7-day journey to Africa's highest peak that I decided to consolidate all my personal development work into one multifaceted program, the Personal Wealth Revolution, because I believe everyone and anyone can grow and achieve new summits of success in their own lives. So who am I? I have summited many peaks, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically, as I embraced my life fully and pushed the boundaries of performance, and as I prepared to be your trainer and coach. I have led organizations as Chief Executive Officer. I have mentored, inspired, and trained thousands of people. I am a committed husband and father. I am a lifelong student of personal and leadership development. I have climbed the world's highest freestanding mountain. I have mastered the science of running my own brain as a master practitioner in neuro-linguistic programming. I'm a certified coach. I have a 3rd Dan black belt in Taekwondo. I have skydived. I have bungee jumped. I have traveled the whole world. I have taken everything that I've learned, taken control of my financial destiny, and I've developed a unique method of creating wealth that has aspects of the inner game and the outer game all rolled up into one, the Personal Wealth Revolution. So what is the next step if you want me to be your coach on the Personal Wealth Revolution program? Well, firstly, download the free audio MP3 and listen to everything that I'm saying on the program. Then, if you really want to create a revolution in your own life, if you want to create the wealth that you need to do, to be, to go, to have everything that you want in your own life, then attend my free 2.5-hour webinar and find out how, as your coach, I can help you push the boundaries of performance and live a fulfilling life.